10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to WePlay. We have two best-of-1 matches ahead of us. We're going to start out with ProDotA Gaming versus Tornado.RoX, and then follow this up with a Na'Vi match. We're going to jump right into the game itself, where I can welcome in Rio Burrows, who's going to be joining me. Rio, it's been a while.
It has. I'm going to blame you for taking a long break, during the January months.
I mean, I was still casting.
I know.
I just slowed down a bit.
Yeah, it's fine. I think January is a really slow month, and just because it's right after Christmas and there's not that many events, so
yeah,
definitely looking forward to.
Revenue is actually a big thing as well. I'm not sure how much tournament organizers actually plan around that, but January is like by far the worst ad revenue month you can have. So
5 seconds remaining.
I wonder how you would even fix it. Like, is there even a way to fix it?
I mean, it's just an annual.
Yeah.
Deal. You hit year end, and then you've got your fresh budget for 2016.
Right.
You're putting
new plans.
Yeah.
For the company and everything.
Yeah, it's not only a new quarter, it's a new year. So.
Right.
Really do about it.
I agree. And that's why you're casting at Join Dota, man. You're smart. You might not look at Cap, but definitely got a good head on your shoulders. I'm just kidding.
Thanks, Rio. Thanks. Alright, we got a lone druid pickup. I know you and I, neither one of us are lone druid players. We both do not like the hero, but it's very big in professional Dota, and we're gonna have to cast it anyway. As I do like the response here from Tornado.RoX. In fact, I would love it to grab the Death Prophet Oracle combination right now. Death Prophet, I think, is great versus Lone Druid. Soul Siphon, percentage-based damage against a tanky hero like the Lone Druid hero or the Bear. It's pretty fantastic.
I like that as well, and I also like Dazzle too. When you just go for the sustain, we haven't seen it as much, the Dazzles, anymore, because it's kind of falling off, but with these push strategies, I really like to have it. And like you said, just having this extra life on DP when she ulties, you definitely need to have, a Shadow Priest or an Oracle just to back them up with the Exorcism. And what else could they possibly pick up too to really go against the Lone Druid besides those two? I kind of like the Venge, but obviously it was banned out. You can just swap the Baron and you can do a lot of work bursting him down. But I think it's still too early for them to pick an offlaner, like in the Bat Rider or something. But we'll see if they want to pick up their cores.
Join Dota account just tweeted the
wrong game.
Funniest picture of you.
Really? Let me see. Oh, please don't be. Oh, jeez, not that picture. We lost, boys.
Good picture.
This was me when I got wrecked by Team Empire. Did you see that tweet?
Yeah.
Shit?
Yes, I did. It showed up on Reddit.
Oh yeah.
Of course I have. Oracle, not a big surprise. I actually think Oracle's one of the best heroes at dealing with the Lone Druid pull as well, because of the really long duration ensnare it has. So you can actually get, I think, a lot of damage on that bear as he tries to do that first initial pull, and ideally force him into a bear relatively quick. Kind of the only thing you can do, right? Like, there's so few things you can do if the Lone Druid pulls correctly. If he pulls incorrectly, you can try and get a neutral camp to soak up some of the creep wave, or maybe your carry itself, like your carry brings the creep
gyro,
to try and
something
it,
like
but
Rocket Barrage, but since the nerf to mana on it, you really spam it out to kill it, and the damage was nerfed, so it's really hard, like you're saying. And Another thing with Fortune's In or Fate's Edict, you can stop obviously the bear attacking targets. That's going to be a huge thing later on in the game. So
yeah, you're not going to see a BKB on that on the bear itself for probably 40 minutes. So you always have a reliable disable to be able to save someone. Fortune's End can take off the entangle, so can the ultimate. There's just so many things that the Oracle is actually pretty good at countering the lone druid. And as we talked about, it's great with Death Prophet. What in the world is taking so long? All right, there we go. A Witch Doctor pickup. I was like, what's happening right now? Witch Doctor.
You could have played like 10 ads already, and then we could have started, and they would still take forever to pick.
Yeah, apparently. Witch Doctor, though? I mean, don't get me wrong. Very strong support, but I don't think it's actually good versus Death Prophet or Oracle. If you want to look at the other side of the coin, right? Like, you could just see Witch Doctor's just one of the strongest supports left in the pool, with the Vengeful Spirit taken out and Oracle taken by the other team, but it's not particularly effective against either one of these heroes.
I think it's really good in another way, though. It adds a lot of sustain to pushes if you do get the heal on early. It adds a lot of kill potential early on if you do get the Meldic on to, say, you want to rotate mid, cast. And the biggest thing for me with Witch Doctor is going to be the cast, right? So say you false promise somebody, you can still get that cast back into the stun. So it's reliably giving you a second chance to stun the DP later on. And then obviously Death Ward, it's still going to be great at all stages of the game for, good pickoffs here and there. So
Radiant team pick.
Yeah. I can get that.
I don't want you to get behind that. I want you to tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, I got to give you some credibility. Your name doesn't have any.
Oh, jeez.
Batrider and Sven going to be banned away by ProDotA Gaming. I really like the Batrider ban. I like when you were bringing it up in the draft. I thought that would have been probably one of the best non-supports to pick up at a 2 position. Like, if you're going to go for 2 cores, I think Batrider is probably one of the better heroes, just because he's reliable, and I don't feel like there's a whole lot of peak and troughs to Batrider play. It's like once you get that Blink Dagger, you're always going to be strong for the rest of the game. So I actually kind of like that hero picked up early in the 1-2, so I like that you brought that up. But the Sven has just been one of those carries that has been, well, he dropped off pretty significantly at MDL, but obviously none of these teams were there, so maybe they still place a lot of value on the carry Sven, while Tornado.RoX take away the Viper and the Juggernaut.
Yeah, I was going back a little bit to the Batrider here. It feels like, Batrider can farm just as effectively as the other people with Iron Talons. And when I mean that, it's like the Lone Druid versus the Batrider offline. I think even the Lone Druid can farm way faster just going back into the jungle, depending on how many stacks the Batrider gets. So it's about even. And then obviously you get the blink timing. Yeah, Sven, really great in this lineup for the armor. Picks are going finally fast here, so the Bane, I really love the counter. I think it's the best counter to Lone Druid, obviously for the Enfeeble. Putting it on the bear when you're sieging or anything, I mean, absolutely crushes the bear, and you can sleep it too, and then you can always go Nightmare the Lone Druid so you don't get Savage Roared. So that's another big play that you have to look for in the Lone Druid. It kind of sums up him retreating with the Savage Roar. I think that's the biggest thing. Queen of Pain now picked up for ProDotA Gaming, and then Rox Kiss can be rounding out for Broodmother here.
Yeah, this is dangerous. They only have one form of AoE to be able to clear through Spiderlings, and that's a potential Queen of Pain Aghanim Scepter that would be able to stop these other pushes, but they don't have anything to deal with it in lane just yet, and they may have to go something like either like heavily double down on counter vision and stop the Broodmother like very early on in the laning phase, or they're going to have to pick up something specifically to deal with it and have Lone Druid actually be a 1 position, such as like Tidehunter or something.
Spearbreaker, I wanted to say, it was like on the tip of my tongue. I was like, this is just an all-around good hero here in this situation where you can, it's either Spearbreaker or Bounty Hunter if you can survive till he's level 6, which I don't agree with that play. You just get Spirit Breaker, instantly keep charging around, dusting. Another option was, they still might go for it, is the Legion Commander or the Darkseer, which was just banned. I think Legion Commander offers so much with the Lone Druid on your lineup. And then putting the Lone Druid off lane, you're going to get a lot. Put Legion Commander top. And then you're going to have a really well-rounded lineup from ProDotA. So I would still say that should be their hero. Because the Darkseer, it doesn't synergize too well in vacuum combination to Scream. Maybe you could get the 4 or 5 man charge, but it's not the biggest of combos. But RoX Kiss here, they need a carry. Spectre, I like that ban. We're still Morphling in here. I think it could be a perfect Morphling game. There's not too much to stop him.
Yeah,
maybe Queen of Pain Orchid.
Very little disables to really keep a Morphling locked for a long duration.
What do you think about Terrorblade? We've been seeing a lot of Terrorblades recently,
Honestly,
but I don't think...
I'll be honest with you, Ryu. I don't know when Terrorblade should picked up or not. That is
Okay.
like one of the few heroes in Dota that I just really don't have a very good grasp on, like, when it's time to pick up that hero.
It seems like it kind of wins you the game or just completely loses you the game, right? If you get these snowballing going, you get these towers down early, you get a good team fight, and then it's like the tiny Ags effect where you just easily take towers and stuff. But if you don't, then pretty underwhelming hero, to say the least. But
okay, they're gonna go the more aggressive route with the Slardar pickup, so minus armor coupled with a Death Prophet. That means DP is gonna be their primary carry, and they wanted something that would come online pretty quickly with the Broodmother, obviously not being able to have as much of an impact as many other offlaners. I'm with you on the Legion Commander, though, especially now that we see the Slardar as it removes amp damage. Do you have anything else?
Talked about Gyro against the Bear earlier, but I didn't think they'd pick it on their side. It's a good hero all around for dealing with the Brood a little bit early on with the Flak Cannon. If you can have the sentries down, it can put a lot of pressure. Definitely can get early kills with the Witch Doctor and Spearbreaker. They've got a lot of stuns, and then he won't have the mass Spiderlings, so the Rocket Barrage won't help early on, but Broodmother does get out of control, then obviously Gyro is going to be not as effective as a Legion Commander. You'll have to like waste call down just to farm or zone out the Broodmother. But definitely a good tempo controlling hero. Get in your face. So I can't fault them for picking it.
Yeah, we were kind of talking about like how ProDotA, once they got Broodmothers, you have to go one or two ways with it, right? You have to... If you don't have a hero, and their setup was not very good at dealing with Broodmother, they had to either get like some really aggressive like killing style heroes and just double down on counter vision, and I think that's especially where the Spirit Breaker came in. That was a good call by you, where it's just very strong versus Broodmother. If she ever shows herself in lane, you get the charge, and she doesn't even know you're coming. And they're going to double down on that with the Gyrocopter. Just all that early laning phase presence can deal with the Spiderlings all right, with that Flak Cannon perhaps a little bit later on into the game, but it's going to be all about that early kill potential.
Yeah, and the other side that you're talking about was the one-on-one situation where you just kind of rotate around with your supports, and you can either go tri-lane or shut down mid, and even a jungler maybe, but like put the Darkseer 1v1 or the Legion 1v1,
yeah.
But that's not reliable in some cases. Then the Brood can just get out of control.
Yeah, and it would also require you, since you already picked up the Lone Druid, to transfer, because most of the time the 1v1s are offlaners suitable, like Legion Commander, Darkseer, Tidehunter, like mentioned. So the in that case, they would have to then move the Lone Druid over to the 1 position, and it might be that ProDotA isn't a team comfortable with something like that, to have the Lone Druid be there. In a way, primary carry.
Sec, please.
I thought for a second there they were actually going to go for a contested bottom lane. Their level 1 potential is not actually that bad if you just look at them, but Tornado.RoX is superior. Got an AoE stun, Bane stats is great, Death Prophet, I mean Spirit Siphon is insane, so there's that. And then Oracle. I think that Oracle's Fortune's End is... an incredibly strong level 1 ability that you shouldn't try and contest if you don't have to.
Yeah, I think they would trade like 1 for 2. They would definitely get a kill on RoX, but they'd lose 2. The thing is, like you said, DP is absurd. He's get the heals. He also has the Fairy Fire, and then the Bane too. He has a heal, and he's also tanky, 4 armor and everything. But poor Bear.
Profit are going to Bounty Rune pickups, and they've got both counters as well as Dust on ProDotA. Dust obviously being given over to the Spirit Breaker. Ghostic, who I was actually, I came in early today because I went to do my visa stuff, and then I had a couple hours, so I figured come into the office, and I was just watching Tornado.RoX and ProDotA games. And Ghostic, I think he does best when he's on these type of heroes. Broodmother and I think Batrider. They're a little bit more farm-oriented in the offlane, particularly the Broodmother, but they're very much solitary heroes who can win their lane. And I think Ghostic is one of those offlaners who really tries to do that as much as possible. Bottom lane, we may see some early action though. Flow's going to be caught out as that Fortune's End ends with a stun, and Fairy Fire's not going to be enough. Yol is the one to pick up the first blood. So the stats of Bane and the power of that Oracle against offlaners in general. This may be one of those scenarios you're talking about where Lone Druid may be forced into an early jungle.
It's a good thing that you give over the kill because it pushes the lane, but it's also first blood. So you're getting a trade-off here, and if they get this pull-off, don't let them get the pull-off. Okay, so they're not going to get this. So at least Lone Druid will get some levels now. Obviously, you don't want to be feeding over first blood. Then it's going to help, you know, for the Slardar to get faster Blink Daggers, and they get a lot of levels on the supports. But you know, they get this pull. Oh, that hurts a little bit for Flow, but it's only 1 stack, so should be able to steal some EXP here. And at least he will get something out of the lane for giving up his life.
Oracle becomes even more dangerous if you do give him that early bump in experience, and he's able to get to level 3. That Purifying Flames doing 200 damage at level 3. A squishy hero like Lone Druid, the hero itself, can't really take that much aggro in the first place. So, Flow's already in a pretty dangerous position. Damage, our Zeke is going to pick that one up and try and challenge the bear, or they're actually going to go for the kill here. Zito's going to try and chase him down. Good scare back there with Flow, and he's going to try and block with the bear, but unfortunately Sprint doesn't really allow you to block anything, and Zito will get right on top of Flow, where RoX and Yol on the other side, and yet another kill on the Lone Druid. Meanwhile, in the top lane, looks like Ghostic is doing all right. He just managed to take away another one of those counter wards. Now their counter wards are actually dodging each other, which is fine for Ghostic. He'd much rather be able to know that there's an area where he can sit around.
Yeah, and before this, Queen of Pain was getting absolutely crushed mid lane. He had 2 CS to the 12 of Quap. Oh, mid, gonna get a lot of harassment still. But it's just a very hard lane for DP to even lose, and Queen of Pain is getting harassed. You even have Bane rotating constantly from Yol, so he's doing a nice job putting so much pressure. I mean, they can just do this because they shut down Lone Druid so heavily that they can put Bane there, whereas the supports from the side of ProDotA, they have to stay on the gyrocopter to babysit him, else this Broodmother is going to get out of control, so they can do anything what they want right now, it looks from RoX.
Have you been playing a lot of European pubs since you got here?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Are you still playing mid? Or are you...
support.
Oh, you've been...
Yeah, everybody spam block carry and mid, so I can't really do anything.
AP and charge. BCZ is quite low. Fergian kind of needs a bash to be able to pick this one up. Oh, the Spirit Siphon is too much. He knows he has to back himself away, but Yol's already picked up the kill on the Queen of Pain, and the turnaround there is our Zeke is the one to secure the double kill in the middle lane.
Yeah, our Zeke came in with the Purifying Flames and direct the Queen of Pain. Oh, that was disgusting, like you said. 180 damage already.
Yeah, there's just so much. So very much. No
she didn't have any
to it, pretty much. You're just like Queen of Pain, wandering around, thinks everything's all right, and then boop.
What were you trying to get at, Cap? The pub thing. Kind of curious.
Oh, I was just wondering if you've been playing a lot of mids or not, and your experience with Duff Profit. That's probably one of my favorite things is hearing a Blitz just moan and groan and get how badly. How bad it is to play against DP mid.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of fine though. At the same, oh, they're gonna go. Do they have ulti? Not on gyro.
All right, this is gonna be a bit awkward. Ghostic, he's gonna be kind of trapped. They do manage to get a secondary stun onto him, a bit more damage, and as long as they keep that damage up, they will be able to get this kill. But it's gonna be a heavy cost. As so, our Zeke, he's gonna be able to pick up yet another double kill almost, and perhaps Gyrocopter's gonna go down as well. The nukes are enough. Our Zeke essentially walks away with a triple kill, even if one of those kills was taken by the tower.
He's level 6. What is this?
Yeah, he's gonna be he's gonna be the first one to level 6. Almost middle lane. Queen of Pain goes down again, and BZZ will be the one to pick up level 6 first. But it's only because of that kill, as our Zeke just now managed to pick up his level 6, has arcane boots, and a little bit of extra cash on the side.
5-0 Oracle. That's all you have to say right now if you want to watch this game.
Too. Like, it's not just 5-0 flat up and he took every single kill. He's been a part of 7 different kills in the first 6 minutes of the game.
It's just the power of what they've did, shutting down the Lone Druid really effectively. I love this aggressive Slardar, and this Broodmother so far has been paying dividends, making them stay in their lanes, putting a lot of pressure. Flo not playing really safe at all, and then they've been able to put a lot of pressure. And then BZZ, obviously you got the DP. It's not much to say about that hero. It's just winning his lane. I mean, look at this. Don't even look at the net worth. Please don't. Please don't look and compare the mids. I said don't, Cap.
I mean, you tell me not to do something. Well, I've naturally got to try and do it. And it's not looking good. Sunlight. That bottle alone. To null tallies. BZZ has completed phase boots. So this is just going to be a repeated Spirit Siphon. Run at you. Spirit Siphon, phase boots. Gonna force the Queen of Pain to blink backwards every single time.
Yeah, this is one of those plays where you should maybe have silence level 1, and then you could get the kill. You just drain him down right here, and then you can silence. But he kind of needs to be at half HP for you to get the kill. So you have to keep nuking with your Crypt Swarm, and then you make that play, and then you'd be like, wait, what? He leveled up silence, and that's the next level.
Well worth it. Death Prophet gets that solo kill. All of a sudden he gets another level and he's right back to having his maxed out nukes.
You're gonna start seeing in other pro games now. All the pros that are watching. Oh, mid. It's, I mean, every time he blinks away, he's not even bottle crowing right now. Queen of Pain is just living hell right now, to say the least.
Zeke is gonna be here as well. He's gonna run into Roger. He actually has the power to solo kill him if it's not for the little bit of extra heal that Roger has.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
If BZZ was a little bit closer to for the Crypt Swarm.
Say BZZ probably could have gone there if he had just reacted the moment that the Oracle saw the Witch Doctor. It shouldn't have been a problem with base boots, especially.
Yep.
Kind of prioritizing farm. You can see why. He's gotten plenty of kills so far. One, a charge on Ghostic. And once again, he's going to put himself up on that cliff. Gets bumped down. Nothing major happens, just a TP that's going to be canceled out. Meanwhile, Yol actually showed himself behind the tower, slept up one. Blow's coming in from the side, but so is BZZ. And this is looking bad as the Exorcism is going to be used. Sonic Wave, and it is going to be enough. Sunlight dives in deep for that one. BZZ not trying to turn it, though. He knows with the Gyrocopter coming in, he cannot fight this one. Our Zeke may be the target, though. And yeah, he's trying to go deep into this one.
My.
Moves are way too much for him to handle. Urbian comes in. BZZ still has it. Oh, what a stun! Dino comes in with a 4-man crush turnaround. Now the Exorcism goes to work, and ProDotA just gets demolished.
Hey boys, I got a Blink Dagger. Welcome to my lane.
That is a 9-minute Blink Dagger. Slardar just made a gigantic entrance in the middle lane. 12-2 now for Tornado.RoX.
And 2 towers going to be going. It looks like they can potentially TP mid and defend here. Toasty? He backed off from the top lane. I'm curious to see why he did that. But maybe afraid of the charge TPN. To be very wary from the Spirit Breaker. And still doesn't want to give up anything. Speaking of him, he's going to be going for that Orchid Rush. I really like this item. I don't think you can get away with Necro Books anymore. Try to experiment, but I don't think it's a really good item on Brood. And do you like anything else?
That's half of his HP from just 1 amp damage plus. Oh, a lucky root! Slow He's going to be able to get away thanks to that. Comes out at the right time. Fervian, is he going to try and complete this one? Cedoy still has his crush, and they can actually turn this one around. Roger is sitting very far forward against BZZ. His heals are beginning to help him out. Sunlight's going to come in. He does not have a Sonic Wave. But the turnaround here is they manage to get the stun, a little bit extra nukes. Unfortunately, BZZ can't right-click at all, but they do have a nice little Q that comes out from the Oracle. Fortune's End is going to be able to help finish off the Witch Doctor as they get that last nuke. BZZ hoping to be able to outrun the Gyrocopter. Another stun from Cedoy is going to be able to give him the route to retreat as the Spirit Breaker gets blown up by the Oracle, and Gyrocopter knows he has nothing left but to commit onto BZZ. Unfortunately, he can't get it. That's a dominating spree for Death Prophet, but even more impressive, a godlike spree for our Zeke by 11 minutes.
I just want to know, when is a godlike Oracle been 10 minutes in Pro Dota? I think this has to be like one of the first.
Most
not
definitely.
second.
Most definitely, that's got to be a first.
Oh man, our Zeke putting on a clinic, like you said, and it's not even just him. They're just winning absolutely every single lane, and so it's just a whole team effort here. Oracle is just putting on a show for us because, I mean, he can. He's just putting in the spotlight. Nice false promise there again, keeping the Crabius alive. And finally, Yoel's got level 6 here. I mean, it pales into comparison when you compare it to the Oracle getting like 5-minute level 6, but once you get the Fiend's Grip online, it's Pro Dota. What are you gonna do now?
I wonder what RZeke does with this. Like, I've never seen or experienced
so much farm?
Yeah, so much farm on a support Oracle. Because the thing is, you can actually, because your nukes are so heavy, you can actually go something, you know, perhaps a bit more semi-carry oriented.
Dagon! Get Dagon!
I'm not saying like Dagon, but I wouldn't have been surprised if he went for something like, you know, like a Blink deck. Sounds completely absurd on a support Oracle in the beginning, but if you're this far ahead, you can push even farther. Witch Doctor goes down as well. We follow the Gyrocopter kill. Looks like Sunlight is also going to be taking a bit of damage from the Oracle. Actually, Cedoy's here. And there is no blink for Sunlight yet. Hits a good stun. The rest of the team coming in. Are they going to be able to hit their nukes in time? Sunlight a little bit more. No, he gets taken off by the
false
Death
promise.
Prophet. And now Cedoy gets saved. Our Zeke just in time to be able to get killed and save his allies. 12.5 minute GG. Gotta be a record of some kind. 20-2. Tornado.RoX take it pretty handedly versus ProDotA.
I don't even know if I would play the second game. I think I would just go home or go home.
There is no second game.
I know. It's just best of ones in the WePlay here. That's what I said. There was. I don't even know if I could come back after that scenario. I was like, oh my god, that was very painful to say the least. But
yeah.